Okay, right. So in this video here, we're going to try and do several different things. First will be an animation, and then perhaps some rendering. So first of all, what we want to do is to pick a starting point for the animation. Let's just zoom out. And we will go to scenes, and we'll go scene, okay, say create scene, and we'll go scene 1. Perfect. And if we just zoom in or zoom around, and then go add scene, eye level on, add scene, add scene, add scene, come to the back, add scene, and then add scene. So we've got our scenes made. You can put as many of these as you want in, but for just now, this will do as a starting point. I'll go File, Export, Animation, and that'll be fine. Export. So the animation has now finished. If I go to the actual file, press open, and this is the animation. Now, of course, what you can do is spend a little bit more time, put some color or even render it. But you can see making an animation is actually quite simple if this is the sort of animation that you want, and you can go a lot further if need be. So the next thing that I want to do is I want to have a look at rendering using AI rendering. Now, let me just go back a couple of steps. So this tool here, you actually have to go into your warehouse manager. I think this is it here. Extension manager, sorry. Extension warehouse. And you have to go in there and go AI render. And it's this one here. It's actually by Trimble. It's free of charge. Download that and install that. It's quite easy to do. Then it comes up in your screen here. Now, if this is the scene that I want to render, let's just pick something. Here we are. I'll render this scene. I'll do it something like that. And then I'm not going to give it any commands whatsoever. We'll just give it a shot in the dark and we'll say render. Now this will take a few seconds. I'm going to pause the video just now and we'll then come back. Well, okay, so this is straight out of the box, rendered by AI. It's actually not too bad, you must admit. They give you 3 versions at a time. Nice dramatic clouds. And then that's not quite right. But this one and this one, very impressive as a render. Okay. Right, there's one more thing that I'd like to do to show you, and that's how to add the building into a location. So if I have add location, now you don't need to download this, you just have to go up to the ribbon or anywhere in the toolbar where it's grey, right click, add location. I'll just dock that where I had it before. and it'll pull up essentially an extract from Google Earth. There's my building, or our building, and let's move it to somewhere more better known to myself. Let's go to my hometown, Bathgate. We'll go to the small golf course, and let's also rotate it just a little bit. And then let's put it over here. Actually, let's do that. I think that would be more right in the middle of the small football pitches, but I'm sure that will be fine for just now. Set geographical location. Yep. Add context. Now I'm going to select everything here. I want the flat site. I also want the elevated site. I want everything map textures. Could also have satellite imagery if we really wanted. I don't know if we want that. Let's try it. I've never actually tried that before. No, we'll go back to the standard street map just now. And then terrain mesh, mesh density. Let's go quite high. Why not? And building footprint, detailed, 3D models, terrain. Yeah, we'll go midpoint just now. We'll do that, that's fine. And then what we'll do is we'll select the footprint that we want. I'm aware that this is quite a large area. We'll see how long this takes. So in the meantime, I'm going to pause the video and I'll come back. So I think the importing went fine. Let's zoom out, and there indeed is our building. Now if I go to my tags on my default tray, go to geometry, I'm going to turn off the flat site. That's good for like a site plan. So if I want to do something like that, or a site location plan or a site plan, that's not too bad for that. But if I want to do something a bit more interesting, we would turn that off and turn on the elevated site, and we should see the terrain and the contours mapped and our building within that setting. So that's not actually that bad. Quite happy with that. Now, of course, you could render this as well in the background. I think for just now, I'm quite happy with this render and that one there. It's actually not too bad. Right, so this is the end of this video, and thank you very much.